Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So I just want to establish a few things before we get onto today's video, which of course you've seen the title, it's Shane Dawson related. My makeup doesn't look very good today. I did that thing where I didn't put enough powder on the foundation to set it properly, so then when I was contouring it rubbed some of the foundation off and it's a mess. I hope it doesn't show up on camera, but if it does, it's a mess. We're just going to run with it. Secondly, regarding Shane Dawson himself, if he did a proper video explaining himself on YouTube, I would absolutely watch it because I'm a fair person. I got dry shampoo on my hands. And I don't believe in cancel culture or anything like that. Firstly, it doesn't work. If cancel culture worked, then Logan Paul wouldn't be on the platform. Not to say he's not grown up. That's a different video for another time. The redemption of Logan Paul, question mark. So I don't agree with cancel culture and I definitely don't believe in dogpiling, but this isn't about that. This is about two people who never had any sort of comeuppance until recently about the role they played in the Tati versus James saga. Only now are Jeffree and Shane losing subscribers. I think they've both lost like 100,000 subscribers each. But remember, they played a role in what happened and then went on to create a very successful makeup series / cash grab and made millions of pounds each. Millions of dollars each. So, you know. Anyway, Shane Dawson put out a statement on Twitter. Honestly though, would Shane and Jeffree have even mentioned any of this stuff if not for a total restocking of all of their merch? So the first thing I saw was this tweet by Shane. I deleted everything. I'm done. For those who wanted me to address it, I did. I'm sure you can find it reposted somewhere, but I don't want this energy in my life or on my timeline. I'm too sensitive for this shit, and I'm done. Ooh, I'm such an empath. Honestly, all of my friends that I've spoken about with this today, we're all adults, obviously, we're in our mid-20s. All of my friends, bar none, have been like, what the fuck? He's a grown-up adult. He needs to take responsibility. What's this? I'm too sensitive. He wasn't too sensitive a few years ago when he was being controversial and making super edgy jokes and doing blackface a lot. So then someone reposted it and we're going to go through it. Welcome to the circus. My final thoughts on the beauty world. A few questions that I've been getting lately. 1. Did I know that she was thinking about making a video? Yes. Did I tell her to make a video? No. Did I have any involvement in the video? No. Did I orchestrate it? No. Did I need that kind of drama to make a good series? No. I would contest this point because that series wasn't that good. I don't think it really taught many secrets about the beauty world. I swear down my fucking lighting is fucked. Anyway, I don't think it was that good of a series, and if you compare the views it got to the views he got with the first Jeffree Star series, there is a massive difference in viewership, so I don't think the recent series was good. So maybe you did need that kind of drama to make it more interesting. But anyway, have I ever tried to ruin a career or make someone look bad in my 15 years on YouTube? No. Do I have a track record of getting into drama with people or having fights with other YouTubers? No. What's Bobby Burns then? Who's Bobby Burns? Does that ring any no? Bobby Burns? Okay. Am I innocent and don't have huge anxiety, provoking regrets about how I could have helped everyone handle everything better? No, I've had a pit in my stomach since it all happened. That's a long time to feel sick in your stomach, mate. It's been almost a year. You should go to a doctor. Now on to my final thoughts on the beauty world and my experience in it. The conspiracy palette was one of the best experiences of my life. Yeah, I bet. Millions of dollars say so. The series with Jeffree changed my life and changed me as a person. It made me even richer. It helped me be more confident and stand up for myself, which I've always been bad at. I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit because I don't like handling adults with kid gloves. Why is he throwing himself a pity party in this explanation? Whatever. So to honour the series and what I've learned, I'm going to say this. The beauty gurus who are always involved in scandals are all the fucking same. They are all attention-seeking, game-playing, egocentric, narcissistic, vengeful, two-faced, ticking time bombs ready to explode, and I'm over it. Tell us how you really feel. Why are you friends with like the biggest ticking time bomb on the platform then? Yes, they are talented, creative, smart, and love makeup. Where are your commas? But they also joined a side of the internet that is obsessed with looks, money. Oh, there are the commas. I'm sorry. Let's get on to the actual video. Looks, money, power, fame, screenshots and subtweets, releasing private texts, voice memos, emos, and other receipts as a way to paint yourself in a particular light or someone else in a bad light is weird to me, and I will never engage with that. That is a game that they know how to play well, and I would rather eat my hands off than play it. Yes, Jeffrey is in that list of dramatic gurus, and he would admit that. And he will always be family to me, and I love him despite those characteristics. He's very aware of the fact that I don't agree with many of the ways he approaches situations, and I've been honest with him about needing to make some changes. But as for being in the beauty world, I can't take the drama anymore, and it's not how I am wired, so I'm out. He's out. Just after he made millions upon millions predicated on beauty drama. It's draining, exhausting, depressing, and sometimes amazing, but for me the amazing is outweighed by the bad. I have a pit in my stomach every day waiting for the next scandal or the next expose video. I mean, it's going to give me health issues, and I'm done caring about it anymore. I mean, he does have a point whilst he is being very manipulative. I've never been involved in drama with another YouTuber ever. Let's not lie. Everyone on the platform's been involved in drama with like another YouTuber. Everyone! Again, who's Bobby Burns? And the second I decided to do a beauty series, boom, I'm in the hurricane. So did I plan Dramageddon? Are you serious? No. No, I don't think anyone is saying that you were solely responsible for it. But I think most people are saying that you and Jeffrey definitely played a part, so... Do people in the YouTube world come to me like a grandpa and tell me their problems and ask me for advice? Yes. Which I don't think people should. Because it's not, dare I say, fair on Shane for people to do that. If you have problems as a YouTuber, it's best to talk to an actual professional. Is it easy for me to get wrapped up in something potentially toxic if I think someone I love is hurting or upset? Yes, it's an issue I need to work on, have been working on. When she told me how upset she was in person, I had the same reaction the world did when they saw her video. I felt awful for her and she seemed broken. Over what, some fucking vitamins? Clearly the bi-sister thing was about vitamins in the end, so, you know, it just shows how detached these YouTubers are. Was it a little bit, a tiny bit of a shitty thing to do to a friend to promote a competitor's company because you wanted free tickets to Coachella? Yeah, maybe. Not worth being dragged and, you know, allegedly called a predator and then further on a rapist over, though, is it? Could have just talked that out, like normal people would talk that out instead of running to the internet being like, oh, like... It's all just rather pathetic, the fact that it was about vitamins in the end, isn't it? So, you know, if she was broken over something as small as that, these people are drama queens, 100%. So I tried to be there for her and be someone she could talk to about it. So was I shocked that she decided to make a video? No. Was I shocked that Tati read his ass for fucking filth? Yes. I wasn't acting. I don't know, it looked pretty fake to me. I didn't know it was going to be that intense. Looking back, I still believe her on a lot of what she said. When he says, I still believe her on a lot of what she said, what does your mind go to? Because an established fact is we know she was mad about the sugar bear hair thing. So then that leaves us with only a few things to which Shane could be talking about. She was pissed off about the vitamins, established fact. So he doesn't need to say I believe her about that, because it's an established fact. We all know that. She was pissed off about the vitamins. Whatever, who fucking cares, mate? When one hears Shane saying, I still believe her on a lot of stuff, I think one's mind is automatically going to go towards the predatory accusations. He believes her about that. I mean, like, he's left that very vague and open to interpretation, which is an unfortunate thing for him, because I read that and think, oh, so what? He still believes that James Charles could be a predator? That's just my reading of it. I don't know if any of you agree. I don't think it's wise to say things like, I still believe her on a lot of what she said, and not what you mean when you say that. You're leaving a lot of room for people to be like, ha, so you still subtly think that James Charles is XYZ. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to try and clear your name, do it properly. Does she regret it? Probably. Does this mean we should see James as some poor, innocent, sweet angel? No. By pitting things at extremes, where's the nuance? Why is, I know this is the fucking internet and there's never any room for fucking nuance because everything has to be black and white of everyone. I'm genuinely getting vexed, so you can tell. But look, earlier saying, so did I plan Dramageddon? No, are you serious? And now saying, oh, should we see James as some poor, innocent, sweet angel? No one with a reasonable, level-headed outlook on life is saying that, because everything is shades of grey. People are complicated. He does this, I've read this already, and I think he does it a few more times where he just pushes things into the extremes. almost creating straw man. So it's like, well, you must believe this. No, I'm in the middle here. Is James a sweet innocent angel? Absolutely not. Doesn't change the fact that he was a 19-year-old kid and 3 adults in their 30s bullied him. And by the way, I hate it when people say, oh, well, they're 18s, they're an adult. Yes, technically, legally, someone is an adult. But it's not like, you know, the eve of your 18th birthday, you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, that's it, I'm an adult now. No, the brain keeps developing until your mid-20s. I'm getting so annoyed. I got a lot to say today. I'm on a wild one. Don't get it twisted. Him and Jeffree have always been at the top of the dramatic guru list, and I mean that with love. Did I warn James about the video? No. Why? For reasons that I will never discuss. So you don't mean it with love then when you say he's a dramatic guru. Just come out and say it with your chest that you don't like him and you have issues with him. Don't be like, oh God, he's so dramatic and the worst. But I say it with love. Can people stop being so slimy? Just say what you fucking mean. I have no chill. We've spoken privately on it and that's that. Do I think James is the devil? No. Do I think he was a young, egocentric, power-hungry guru who needed to be served a slice of humble pie the size of the fucking Empire State Building? Yes. Well, yes, a lot of us said that when he really tried to charge, what was it, $500 for a ticket at meet and greet? A lot of us said, you need to knock it down a few pegs. But humble pie isn't being accused of being a predator. Has he grown as a person since then? It really seems like it, and that's amazing. I'm truly happy if he's realised how his ego is affecting others, which he did address in his No More Lies video. So fake. So fake. I'm so happy. Do I think Tati is a villain? No. I think Tati was sick of being treated like shit by so many people in the beauty world and finally snapped. And damn, did she fucking snap all the way off. Holy shit. She really said fuck it and beat her face for the gods and popped on that ring light and went full Game of Thrones on that shit. What am I reading here? What is this? Went full Game of... This isn't... You're not in a sitcom. What am I reading here? What kind of explanation is this? Who talks like that? Beat her face to the god and just popped up. Who talks like this? What the hell? I don't understand anyone. Humans are so strange. Say what you want about her or that video, but that shit will be in the history books. Yes. In like 2060, history teachers are going to be like, okay, look in your textbook back to 2019. Let's skip past all the crazy shit that happened in 2020. And let's go to the biggest beauty drama saga of YouTube ever. Yeah, imagine kids doing that for GCSE history. Damn, imagine 10,000 years time, humans are all extinct or otherwise moved to a different planet or solar system and aliens come here to try and like sift through the remnants and find out what human society was, and they find out that we were just this. Low-key embarrassing, bro. Fucking YouTube Rewind even gave it an acknowledgement. Damn. Kay, sorry, back to my rant. This really... Right, okay, if you're gonna, you know, write rants and stuff, Shane, this took it out for me because I know, through the lack of spelling mistakes in this, that you wrote this out and you would have edited it a few times. So writing things like, damn, Kay, sorry, back to my rant, as if this is stream of consciousness. I know it's not stream of consciousness. You know it's not. It took me out of the monologue for a second. So, for future creative writing projects, you should probably try and avoid... I'm such a cunt. That's okay though, because like, I say I'm a cunt. You know what? I would have so much more respect for these people if they held their hands up and just went, do you know what? I can be a cunt sometimes and it's something that I'm trying to work on. If they were just that honest about it, I would have more respect than this flimsy, wishy-washy. He's basically, I feel like he's shouting at me for what's going on. Do I think Jeffree orchestrated this whole situation? No. Tati is a strong woman who made a choice. Do I think Jeffree was also upset by some issues with James and some things he heard behind the scenes? Yes. Was Jeffree excited to see a competitor fall? Probably. He's Jeffree fucking Star. What'd you expect? Guess I missed the part where he got baptized and devoted his life to Christ. Firstly, no one's saying that he needs to be a perfect saint. People like a little bit of sassiness. But sassiness isn't accusing someone of being, what, a rapist? And... how is that an excuse? He's Jeffree fucking Star. Oh, so he should be held to a different standard than the rest of us mere proletariats. Because he's Jeffree Star, that automatically makes him better and different from us. So the rules for him are different than what they are for us. What does that even mean? He's Jeffree... yeah, so what? He's Jeffree... so what? Am I meant to be impressed? Why are you so enamoured by him? You're like a fanboy, Shane. And again, he's taken it to an extreme, being like, oh, he should be a good Christian child. No, no one's saying that. But at a bare minimum, human level, you could not accuse people of sexual misconduct. Did Jeffree take it too far and fuck up big time by tweeting what he did? Yes, it's one of the biggest regrets of his life. Why are you talking for him? This all happened over a year ago and I'm really sick of hearing about it. How do you think James Charles feels? Like, what? Yeah, it happened over a year ago, but again, you didn't get any consequences of your actions until recently. Only until recently have you lost subscribers. You had a very successful launch of the makeup palette. You had a pretty good year for the end of last year. So what does it matter that, oh, this is all a year ago? You haven't been, you and Jeffree have not been dealing with the fallout for the past year. Do you know who did deal with the fallout for the past year? James Charles. How do you think he feels? You don't care, do you? And having people constantly using it as a way to keep my name and other names tagged together in drama videos. Don't get it twisted. Drama will never end with a lot of these people. It won't end for... Separate rant quickly. I've mentioned this before. There's a bloke called... all my bits. Yuval Noah Harari. He wrote Sapiens, famously. Very good historian. Drama and gossip are evolutionary traits as social bonding exercises to work out who was trustworthy in a tribe. So it's a survivalist evolutionary trait. We think we're so advanced now because we have mobile phones and we went to the moon, but realistically our DNA has not changed for the past, 60,000 years. So things like gossiping aren't going to die out for a long time because they're still useful in everyday life. Again, making sure that people are trustworthy. That is the function of gossip. So, Shane, you can pretend that you're above it and you're all high and mighty, like a lot of people pretend they're above it and all high and mighty, but really it's hardwired into our DNA, so it's a bit difficult. It's their game, their survival, their drug, they love it. This specific drama went too far, obviously, and hopefully something like that never happens again. Putting drama in the trailer was something I regret more than anything in the world. Firstly, hate it when people do that. I'm sure there's more things that you regret, like, I don't know. Well, I could name a few things that you probably regret more. But also, isn't it telling that he keeps referring to this as drama instead of what it actually is, which is fake or falsified accusations of... It's, you know, it's an offence to falsely call someone a rapist. You know it's like an offence, right? It's not a bit of old tea or drama. And maybe I repeat that a few times in this videos, but that's because there's weight and gravity to it. James Charles was a 19-year-old guy, and these three adults... I can't even bother to finish my sentence. What's the point? I'm mad that I chose tea over my morals. I'm really sorry to Tati and James if me putting their drama in the series at all felt like I was reopening up wounds. Although I did speak to them, both of them privately, about the trailer, I should have not even done it at all. Drama might be fun to watch, but it's not fun to get wrapped up in, and it's my fault for letting that happen. And I'm sick of being trapped in the middle of it. Do I think this will be the last drama involving these people? Ha ha ha, no. No, I don't. Do I ever want to be involved again? Fuck no. Remember to not expect these gurus to maintain some high moral code. And we shouldn't have some they must be perfect or they're cancelled mentality. There is the mob, which you said a dumb thing on Twitter 10 years ago, that's it, you're cancelled forever, you're incapable of change, and that is antithetical to human growth. And I'm against that. As a reasonable human being, I'm not saying that people should be perfect. I'm saying that maybe you shouldn't throw around accusations of sexual predatory behaviour, which Tati did, Jeffree did, and Shane subtly propped up by being like, oh, I'm supporting Tati, look, I'm taking her vitamins after the Bi-Sister video dropped. So you're all complicit, you all knew what you were doing, don't play dumb. And I don't think it's a high moral code to not, look, a lot of drama can be harmless, it doesn't really matter, like a lot of bullshit that happens on the internet doesn't really fucking matter in real life, do you know what I mean? But it shouldn't be a high moral code to... I give up. Why am I trying to be reasonable? That's boring. I should just be dramatic. The reason you watch these people is because they are so extra. They are dramatic. If you keep cancelling them and wanting them to go away, then who will you talk about? You don't go to a circus to watch the hay on the ground. You go to watch the over-the-top performers who just want to be liked and want to do whatever they can to get your attention. If you don't want to feed into it, then don't. But before all the drama-free gurus pop off at me and say, well, I'm not involved in drama and I'm perfect, girl, please. Your top viewed videos are probably top makeup fails and anti-hauls with vomit emojis all over the screen. And that's okay. I love these videos. I don't even know where this piece of creative writing is going. I think he's kind of lost the plot a little bit of it. But let's not pretend that the beauty world isn't negativity first, makeup second. It's just how it is, and I'm sick of people pretending to be so above it all. Kind of like you are doing with this holier than thou attitude. And with that said, I love watching beauty channels of all sizes, and I'll continue to watch and support them. The dramatic ones, the non-dramatic ones, are the ones who genuinely just love to show off their makeup skills. Sadly, those channels get way less views for the reason I stated above. So go, enjoy the gurus, enjoy the circus, unsubscribe from me if you are mad that I'm no longer engaging in it. I don't think people are unsubscribing from you because you're not engaging in drama. They're unsubscribing from you because people have come out and said that you and Jeffrey helped instigate the drama with Tati in the first place. I'm surrounded by lobotomites. Unsubscribe to gurus who you don't like. Subscribe to gurus who you do like. Just don't take the beauty world as seriously as I did, or as so many of us did in 2019. It's not worth it, and I feel like we all lost a bit of our soul during Dramageddon. Ooh, woo, woo. What are you talking about? As for my channels, I'm done with the beauty world. I love what I was able to create with Jeffrey. Millions. And I'm sure that people are going to assume I did it for the money, but that's not true. No comment. Not to be a total bitch, but when someone who admits that they don't brush their teeth often and don't shower often, I'm not going to start believing that they suddenly care about, you know, skincare and beauty and makeup and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna swallow that Kool-Aid, dude. Also, I saw a tweet the other day that was like, oh, Emma Chamberlain jokes around that she doesn't shower often, and a lot of people bullied her, 17-year-old. Meanwhile, Shane jokes around and people are like, oh my god, that's so quirky and relatable. Guys, he's such an empath. I'm just choosing to no longer be a part of that world. I still watch beauty videos, buy and play with makeup and be a part of it in my life offline, but as for being a part of that world on YouTube, I don't think it's for me. I need to get back into why I started YouTube back in 2005, and that was to make things that bring me joy, not drama, and to make movies one day. Did you know he made a movie? Can't remember what it's called, but I might do a review of it. Makeup will for now be a fun hobby I have to help my anxiety, like slime or emotional eating, and that all sounds really good to me right now. And then he followed up with this, saying, this will be my last and only addition to what I posted. Do I think it was okay for the internet to bully James? No, of course not. Not sure why some people would take that away from my post. I literally said it was too far and should never happen again. I didn't want to get too dark in my post, which is why I didn't go into more detail on that. We all know collectively that the internet was too mean to James. It's funny how he says the internet as a way of distancing himself from it, as if he wasn't a part of that. As if, okay, so Tati does her Bye Sister video. You have Jeffrey being like, oh my god, congrats on 6 million subs. Oh wait, no, congrats on 7 million subs. Oh wait, no, congrats on 8 million subs. Like, really snarky, nasty stuff. Obviously, you know, she's going up whilst James is going down. And then you have Shane Dawson being like, tee, eating the vitamins, supporting Tati. The fans of these two YouTubers are primarily female teenagers. Teenagers have a tendency to be quite reactive to things. If they're going to see their favourite YouTuber acting in that way, they're also going to think, well, okay, now it's time to like dunk on James because everyone else is doing it. So don't sit there and pretend the internet is this weird abstract concept that you don't have anything to do with, that it was the internet being mean and bullying to James, as if you weren't actively playing a part in encouraging your own audience to do the same. Because when you publicly do stuff like that, you are actively encouraging your audience to do the same, unless you say, hey guys, don't do it. I didn't think I needed to reiterate that. Me saying he needed to be humbled isn't mean it's honest. And he said that in his own video. Should the humbling have happened off camera? Yes, which I said, but I guess I didn't word that right. And I'm sorry if my humour regarding Tati's video seemed like I was making light of the situation. Humour is how I deal with stuff, especially when it comes to the insanity of the beauty world. Okay, that's it. Leaving Twitter for a few months. It's bad for my brain. Firstly, I think Twitter should be yeeted from the internet. I do think Twitter, just as a whole, should be deleted. Don't think anyone can be trusted to use it anymore. It's not a good website. People just use it for dogpiling and bullying. I've said this before in videos. So, you know, if you want to leave Twitter for... excellent. Do you know what? Good for you. But at the same time, when influencers do this, like, I'm leaving social media for a few months. And then they don't. They come back a week later, like, wow, look at this Chick-fil-A I got, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, bye guys, I'm leaving. No, I'm really leaving. Guys, I'm leaving. Oh no, okay, don't worry, I'll come back. I feel good in my heart about what I said, and that's all I can do. Sorry it wasn't the tea people wanted, but I'm officially done with tea. Also, way to downplay the whole thing by saying the internet was too mean to James Charles. 2 big YouTubers came out with accusations of predatory behaviour, propped up by you encouraging them, publicly throwing support behind it, which led weight to the accusations, which just were falsified because there's been no evidence for it. And James felt so harassed by all of this that he could have committed suicide. So no, this isn't old drama, this isn't just tea. A boy could have committed suicide because of a hate campaign that was led against him with accusations that had no substantial evidence or proof behind them. So that whole piece just read like Shane throwing a pity party for himself. Like, how could I ever be nasty to someone? Ooh, I'm an empath. I'm so empathetic. I'm so sensitive, guys. I'm so sensitive, really. Which I just don't buy point blank. I feel like a lot of what he wrote was him trying to be relatable to his teenage female demographic, which again is just a bit strange considering he's 31, but okay. And I feel like he was also low-key saying, both Jeffree and James are low-key trash people, but stan Jeffree and fuck James, am I right? He's just pretending to be so innocent and docile, and I can't believe there are people that fall for that when he has a history of making edgier content. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand this selective memory that some people have with Shane Dawson, but I never grew up enjoying his content or watching his content, so maybe it's different for me. Because there is the sunk cost fallacy, which I know a lot of people do feel for Jeffree and Shane, that they've spent so many years of their lives supporting them and liking them as creators, that it is quite difficult when you've invested this energy into someone to then be objective and be like, oh, well, they're trash. And even if on some level you know that they're a bit trash, it's still then difficult to walk away from something you've invested so much energy in. So I understand it. But I think we're at a point now where we will need to grow up a little bit and see the situation for what it was, which is 3 adults in their plus 30s trying to take down a 19-year-old teenager for the crime of eating some fucking vitamins. He just wanted to go to Coachella for free, okay? Or whatever it was. Like security at Coachella? I don't know. He was just trying to grift a little bit. Leave him alone. But yes, I give that piece of creative writing a 2 out of 10. Very sly digs, sly behaviour. Didn't really like the stuff about it being in the history books. I think you could work on that, change it round. And yeah, see me after class. But also, this is a bit of a trap because he's put out this video acting holier than thou and acting as though everyone in the beauty community is a drama-pushing dickhead, right? Not because he believes that, but now any criticism that is given of him is going to be lumbered into that camp. My video is simply going to be, you're a hater and you just love the drama and you're just pushing drama. And look, everyone enjoys a little bit of drama. But Shane and Jeffree, no, like Tati's had consequences for her actions because she's been bleeding subs since this all went down. But Shane and Jeffree made millions off of the back of that series where they pushed the drama in the trailer. They both profited off of the drama for a long time and only now are getting some sort of backlash from it all. Substantial backlash anyway, because there have been some people who have said for a while that they're both, you know, being dickheads. Yeah, anyway, Shane, he's a smart man. He's a businessman. He's been on YouTube for 10 plus years. He's not gullible. Don't fall for that ooh-woo stuff. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe. I make new videos whenever I feel like it. I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, I didn't make videos for the past few days because I have had a headache for a few days, but it's gone now. And then last night I was going to film videos. No one cares at this point. Whoever's still here, I don't know why you're listening to this, but my eye was all swollen yesterday, so I couldn't put makeup on it. I don't know why that's funny. I got scared. I got worried that, oh, what if my eye pops? I'll have to go to A&E and be like, oh, my eye's pop. I get a bit paranoid and weird and anxious when, you know, things go wrong with the body. I get really anxious about it. So yeah, lots of new videos coming up this week now that I feel better. See you guys next time. Follow me on Instagram. Bye!